Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Fantasy Football Info Hub coming back at you with a 2022 Player of the Year Fantasy Football prediction video. Except at this point, it's not a prediction anymore, it's a fact. Take a look back at our first and only video. You can see that Cooper Kupp was predicted to become the best wide receiver in the NFL, and look where we are today. So I thought it would be the perfect time going into this 2022 season to reveal the 2022 pick for who is about to be unbelievable in the next season. And that person is Deebo Samuel, wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers. They are athletic, a young player with a lot of fire right out of the gate. Not only do you have to worry about them catching the ball, scoring touchdowns, but they run the ball too. Yes,
that's the wrong guy.
What?
That's the wrong guy.
That's the wrong guy?
Yeah, that's not him.
And you're saying the actual guy has the exact same skill set but is being taken 5 rounds later?
Yeah.
And he's younger, so he has even more fire than previously mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This guy is a gem. I'm sorry about that, folks. I don't know where we were there. Definitely not in the stats lounge, but now we're here, back in the lounge after 3 odd years, and ready to talk about this next player who, yes indeed, has the same skill set as Deebo Samuel, is younger than Deebo Samuel, and is in a better situation. They're better than Deebo Samuel, but when your league mates are going to be drafted Deebo in round 2, yeah, you can get this guy not at round 3, not at round 4, not at round 5 or 6, no, but round 7. Yes, round 7. And his name is Amon-Ra St. Brown. So yes, the player of the year for 2022 is going to be Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a 6'0", 202-pound wide receiver on the Detroit Lions. So when you think Detroit Lions, you're thinking kind of bad, kind of not really, not really a team I want a piece of. But let me remind you, in 2019, I made a prediction that Cooper Kupp would be one of the best fantasy wide receivers in the NFL. Who was his quarterback? Jared Goff. Oh, wait, he's on the Lions now. Okay. And what did I even have to base off of that Cooper Kupp would be so good in 2019? Well, I used his 6 non-injured games in the 2018 season. So, basically, a wide receiver who had 6 great games under Jared Goff the year before I predicted them to boom. Well, let's take a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown's stats from 2021. As you can see, his last 6 games are listed on the screen. And those 6 games averaged him a fantasy score of 25.2 fantasy points per game. Wait, say that one more time. 25.2 fantasy points per game. No, that's not Cooper Kupp. That's not Jamar Chase. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown on the Lions. Wow, that's a lot. So, and yeah, you might be thinking, this guy catches the ball, he runs the ball. Why don't I pick Deebo Samuel? I can get him. He's a clear, obvious, great player. Well, what if I told you that Amon-Ra was literally better than Deebo Samuel? Let's take a look at Deebo Samuel and Amon-Ra St. Brown's stats side by side. Now, Amon-Ra didn't even start rushing the ball until later in the season, those last 6 games that I mentioned before. Let's take a look at his rushing stats. That's 61 rushing yards in 7 rushing attempts, which averages out to 8.7 rushing yards per attempt over those last 6 games. Wow. So every time he rushes the ball, he's getting basically 9 yards. I mean, the Lions could do that every play and they'd win every game. So there's a fact for you. But he also had 1 rushing touchdown in those 7 attempts. So that's 1 rushing touchdown, only 7 attempts rushing. If he was running back, he'd be the greatest running back of all time. Now, let's compare that to Deebo Samuel. Just to be fair, we'll also do his last 6 regular season games. So at first glance, wow, Over the last 6 games, Deebo Samuel got 5 rushing touchdowns. That's way better than Amon-Ra. Well, look a little bit closer. It took him 40 attempts to get 5 touchdowns. I'm not really liking that. That's a rushing touchdown rate of 12.5%. Meanwhile, Amon-Ra's 1 in 7 is 14%. So you're getting a 2% edge with Amon-Ra, and you can draft him way later than your league mates are going to be drafting Deebo Samuel. Also, let's take a look at the yards per rush. We already said that Amon-Ra was at 8.7. And again, if you look at Deebo Samuel's rushing yards, wow, in the last 6 games, he had 228 total rushing yards. Wow, give him a hand. But wait, he had 40 rushing attempts. That averages to 5.7 yards per rushing attempt, which, that's pretty good. That's pretty good for a football player. But Amon-Ra is getting 8.7. So Amon-Ra St. Brown is getting you more yards per rushing attempt, more touchdowns per rushing attempt, and in 2022 they're going to be using him as a running back way more than in 2021. So expect his numbers to blast past Deebo Samuel in 2022. Finally, let's look at Amon-Ra St. Brown's wide receiver abilities, because yes, we've talked about how amazing he is. We haven't even mentioned what he is meant to do, which is catch the ball. So we're going to take a look at one of his touchdowns from last year, analyze it, basically frame by frame. I'll tell you why it means good things to come in 2022. Okay, so first we're going to watch the play in regular motion to see it happen. Then I'll slow it down and analyze it almost frame by frame. Here we go. And who's open? Wait, that guy's not open. Whoa! He caught it. That guy just caught it. Wait, who? Oh. Okay. Let's slow that down. How did that happen? No one really knows how it happened, but I'll tell you right now. Half speed. No one's open. We can pause it right here. Covered, and there's a guy like right here. This guy's covered. There's no one doing anything right here. But Jared Goff, he sees the guy who's actually covered. Amon-Ra is covered. This is an easy pick 6. But check out what Mr. St. Brown is about to do. Whoa. Boonk. Yeah, he said nah. Nah, this is my tutty today. This ain't a pick 6, this is a tutty. Look at him. He's like, yeah, 2022 is about to be lit. So yeah, those are the type of plays you're getting with this guy. You think he's covered, you might be like, oh crap, this is a bad play. Amon-Ra is going to get cut from the team because he's not going to catch it. But then it's going to be a touchdown out of nowhere. You're winning your fantasy week by like 50 points already, and it's only the first quarter. And you're feeling good. So yeah, that's my official prediction for 2022. Subscribe for more yearly fantasy predictions. I will be yearly uploading now. Not every 3 years, but actually every 1 year. This is your 2022 video. Like and subscribe, ring that bell, and I'll see you next time on the Fantasy Football Info Hub.